All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. It's time to hit up the Copart auction. Let's go look at the cars that we showed you in the previous video. Let's check out what's worth bidding on and what isn't. And then let's jump into the bidding. Don't walk away from the video, all right? We are going to bid at the end of this video. So let's go through the walkthrough of all the cars, and then let's start bidding. Let's see what we can win. Well, this isn't exactly what I came to look at, but here is a, it used to be a Corvette. This is all that's left of it now. Look at that. I knew I smelt fire as I was walking around here. I kept smelling something charred, and it's a Z06. Wow. Look at that. Now here's something you don't run into every day. I know I'm on tight time constraints here, but damn. A Chevy Corvette. How about that? I can't remember the last time I saw one of those. I don't have time to check it out. But moving on. So here's the Ford Taurus we're looking at. Took me a while to find it. It's pretty damn dirty. You know, at first glance, it does not look like a bad car. Interior is very clean. The body's actually really clean aside from all the dust. 102,000 miles, like we said before in a previous video. Just a really good looking car. Unfortunately, they did not give me the keys. I'm not sure why. And look, Bernie Sanders. You know, very clean car, good tires, looks good inside, smells good, like nothing offhand that would concern me too much. I popped the hood. I mentioned some concern about the coolant bottle. And if we look in there, it's dry. So that's something to be concerned about. Over here, notice some really shiny pulleys. There's a lot of really shiny stuff all over the side. First thought it was oil. Turns out it's got squeaking belts. So someone sprayed some of that belt squeak stop stuff on it. Check the transmission fluid. And as I told you before, bright pink transmission fluid tends to scare me. Especially on a Ford Taurus, and a donated one at that. So that is concerning. And then we have right here, you can see someone's put stop leak. That is stop leak that's been put in the cooling system. And you can see, maybe you can see, I can see the transmission is just wet. Very wet. You look over here, you can see the moisture, and there's even a pool of antifreeze somewhere back here that you probably can't. Right there, there's a pool of antifreeze, so the thermostat housing is leaking. Belt issues, too clean of transmission fluid. Someone tried rigging it with stop leaks. Someone's tried rigging it with belt squeak stop. No. This one we're going to stay away from, so let's move on. Alright, so here we have the Saturn Ion level 3. It's actually in really good shape. I think a lot of this stuff will rub off, as you can see. This right here comes off. Like, this will all clean up pretty nicely, I believe. Mirror will need to be replaced, obviously. It's got a damn good set of tires on it. And I told you, one of the things I look for in cars is good tires. If you took care of the tires, it's a good chance you took care of the rest of the car. You know, there she is. Nothing special, you know, obviously. Now that may or may not buff out. That right there won't buff out. That's down to the primer. We've got clear coat peel on the top here. You know, that's something that wasn't showing in the pictures, or at least I didn't see it. Same thing with the spoiler. We've got the stuff here peeling off. Lots of hail dents all over here. Luckily the body's plastic, so it's not going to pick up too much hail damage. Roof looks fine. Clear bra on the front, just totally disintegrated. You know, it's not it's an okay car, but this isn't something I'd spend a whole lot of money on. You know, I really wouldn't. The window tint is peeling, but you know, decent aftermarket stereo. It seems to run good, although I do hear a noise under the hood. Moving on to the back seats, pretty clean. Driver's seat is definitely pretty filthy. A lot dirtier than what it showed on their pictures, and it probably isn't picking up on here either. But overall, a decent car with 90-something thousand miles. Front windows work, back windows work. Pop the hood real quick. See if we can try to figure out what this little noise is under here. Actually, I barely hear it now. It sounds like a pulley, probably a pulley going bad, but you can see the coolant is still clean, Dextron. Check the oil. This has a sealed transmission, so we can't check the tranny fluid. But I'll check these out, and then let's move on. Alright, now for that excellent looking little Ford. I was really excited about this one. This is a little Ford Fiesta SE. 60,000 miles, no apparent damage. But what you can't see in the pictures, which is why you need to come down here, is the back bumper is broken. This is fixable. This isn't too bad. But they said damage is in the rear. Take a look. Alright, rear end looks good. Side looks good. Hell, the front looks good. You can see we've had a little bit of an impact down here, right? Nothing major. My concern is look how loose this whole bumper is. Let's see what's going on under the hood. Huh, okay, so under the hood doesn't look bad either. Everything up here looks okay. Good coolant. Let's see what's going on down here. Looks like we got the fog lights right here. Alright, so looks like it impacted the ground, something grass. Underneath looks good. Cradle looks fine. Suspension looks fine. But what could be the problem? We definitely had an impact on this wheel. But for the life of me, I just can't figure out What could possibly be wrong with this little car? Oh, wait a minute. I didn't see this in the pictures. Oh, the driver airbag is blown. Oh, the knee bolster airbag is blown. So there's 2 airbags that require replacement. Interior is pretty dirty. Pretty dirty. I mean, I don't know how this is coming out on camera. I mean, it's definitely not the Sonic that I had to deal with. But regardless, this is a pretty dirty car. Luckily, it looks like only 2 airbags are deployed. I don't know if this car is worth it, guys. I don't. I was really interested in it. We've got a dent right here, which is nothing too major, you know. I'm not trying to be too picky. It just depends on what the price goes for on this. But up here, yo, this is a different story right here. Big dent, rust, scratch, airbags. It's going to need a hell of a cleaning. Seems to run good. What is this airbag to? I wonder if that's the steering. I'm assuming that's the steering wheel airbag. Someone had a system in here. Got a line converter. Jumper cables, spare tire. All the usual stuff. You know, looks like tags are still good. Airbag light, tire pressure monitor light, door jar, which is normal because I got the door open, and an oil change reminder. Little screen up here. Little thrasher right there. You know, overall this car is not bad. Not too bad. Airbag issue sucks. Center console doesn't look hard to take out, and that's probably where the control module is. This does have Microsoft Sync. Seems to take just a second before it shifts into gear. Huh. I would expect it to shift a lot faster than that. You know, whatever. It is what it is. We'll see what it goes for. Moving on. Alright, so we were able to find the Jeep. I don't have a lot of time here, but I was able to check the oil. It's clean. Transmission fluid's actually very clean. Coolant is clean and full. I tried to start it. Battery's dead, but I have faith that it'll run, and I don't have time to deal with waiting for a jump. Overall, pretty clean truck. Damage is limited to... This can be fixed, all right? These are things that I'm not gonna spend the money to replace the whole grill. Once we get this off, we could glue that back. Fender's gonna need to be replaced. Bumper probably needs replaced. I wouldn't screw with the fender liner. It's got a nice set of Michelins. Very nice set of Michelins. Damage under here is really, there's nothing. This is something that it's really a matter of maybe replacing the bumper, but we may be able to fix the bumper. We could fix this. Fender has to be replaced. The hood is fine. Trail rated. Jeep Liberty 4x4. Same 3.7 that I've got in mine. Interior's alright, although it has been smoked in. Not too dirty. It should clean up just fine. It's got some pretty decent floor mats. Aftermarket stereo, aftermarket speakers. Here's what's left of the bumper. As I said, sometimes you can salvage some of this stuff here. You know, this may be something that could be salvaged. I don't know. Epoxy's an amazing thing, but I won't use epoxy in situations where it could be dangerous. You know, where parts are going to literally fall off the vehicle. But this is the Jeep. Let's move on. Alright, so this is a first for me. Copart literally let me drive through their lot. I don't know if anybody has ever done this before, so this is going on video, man. Yeah, they literally let me just drive into their lot and check out their cars. And you know what we're here to look at? The Vette. Let's have a peek. I'm late. The auction is starting. This rim looks okay. I mean, no doubt the tire's blown down here, but the rim itself, it's got a little dent. A little ding is fine. Definitely got some damage under here, but let's see if we can get under here a little better. Control arm for the front looks good. I don't really see any damage. Huh. It's a Z51. This looks to be where the majority of the damage is, right here to this wheel. And it's definitely run up against something. This wheel's probably not even any good. The rotor itself is busted, broken. I hope you could see that. Look at that. Rotor is sheared clean off. Let's see what we got going on under here. Rear end looks fine. I don't see any type of frame damage. I'm having a difficult time seeing under here. What's weird is the lower control arm doesn't look broken. Perhaps it's somewhere further up that I can't see. Well, we can see that the tie rod is bent to hell right there. And maybe it's that upper control arm and it's not the lower. I would have swore it would have been the lower control arm to have been bent on this. Then again, it could be the cradle that houses the rear end. It could be bent. I don't know. I can't see. This one may be just a little too risky to bid on. Otherwise clean. Battery's dead. Tag is good. Here's right here. This is part of the rear end that's sheared off. Unfortunately, we don't know what that is. Here's the rotor. Pop the hood. This is interesting. We've got the radiator hose popped off right here. Why the hose is off, I don't know. Frame rail looks good. Yeah, I'm not liking this. I don't know why that radiator hose would be off for. see if there's any coolant left in here. Dry. And my guess would be we broke the radiator, but it doesn't look like the radiator's been affected at all. This is very strange. Got nice oil. Looks good under here. Huh. Maybe that hose just popped off from the impact. I don't know. But anyway, I guess there it is. Otherwise clean car. You notice on that side, look at the gap we've got here. And on the other side, there's no gap left. There's probably more wrong with this than is worth even trying to mess with, so I guess we probably won't even bid on it. Oh well. Alright. The Fiesta is at 16. 17. Wow. It's gonna hit $2,000 easy. Saw that coming. Looks like people are getting bored with the bidding. It's a decent little car, absolutely worth what they're paying for it, no doubt. Just I'm not feeling it on this one, you know? Just not feeling this one. Sold.
Sold.
All right. This is cheap. This is a good car. Like, it's not even wrecked. Run and drive, 112,000 miles. You can't beat this. I mean, if you're buying this for yourself as a personal vehicle or whatever, this is ridiculous. And it's a pure sale? Wow. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. That was cheap. I almost wish I'd bid on it. Alright, we're coming up on that Jeep Liberty. Like I said, I'm probably not going to buy anything. But it's still fun, you know, maybe I can get a bid in. And if I win it, I win it. But something tells me I'm not going to. Low mileage, that thing's in great condition. That's a good buy. I like this Ford Fusion.
Sold on approval.
Let's see what happens. Let's bid. 1,100. 1,200.
New bidder. This is a hot.
Not gonna let me get it. I'm out. Damn. 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 Depressing. Oh well, you know, you win some, you lose some. I didn't really have the money to spend anyway, but that Jeep, I really wanted that Jeep. All right, here's the Corvette. I just couldn't bid on it. After finding those parts in the passenger side and not knowing what they go to, I suspect there's some kind of serious damage, probably to the actual, not the frame necessarily, but there's a piece under there that holds the whole rear end in place.
Bonus time.
4,100. That's cheap. That's cheap.
Sold.
Wow. I probably dodged a bullet there. Alright, so while I may be disappointed, I'm not going to sit here and cry about it. You know, the truth is, I didn't need another car anyway. I'm sitting here with 4 cars in my front yard. Almost none of them get driven. The Cruise is rented out 24/7 on Toro. The Sonic just got its first renter. It'll be getting picked up in a day or two. So, you know, I really need to get the Jeep done. I'm still waiting on the header panel so I can get it finished. But, man, I had my heart. After all was said and done, I felt like the Jeep was my best bet. It sucks I lost it. I could have sold it for some decent money with that low of miles on it, and it looked like it was well taken care of. But, you know, it is what it is. That's just the way this game works. Maybe next week, you know, we'll see what pops up next week. Maybe I'll have a little more money, considering I get paid this Friday. And YouTube will be paying me out soon. You know, let's see what happens next week. Maybe we can pick something up. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. I put a lot of work into making this for you guys to sit back and enjoy. It took me a lot longer to record and make than it did for you to watch, obviously. So do me a favor, if you enjoyed the content, give this video a big thumbs up. I'd certainly appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed, remember, subscribe to this channel and stay safe out there. I'll catch you in the next one.